members of the Long Point Bay community, happy Maundy Thursday. I want to celebrate today sacrifice. I want to focus on sacrifice, and I want to do that because I think it's a word that gets thrown around, and I think a word that is almost never understood in the way in which it was originally used, and certainly in the way in which Jesus understood it. So let me just give you a short sketch on how it worked within the temple in Jesus' day. From any number of reasons, people would come to make a sacrifice to the temple, either as a request or a thanksgiving or for whatever reason. They bring something to the temple. It can be an animal, it can be grain, it can be food, it's right across the board. But it's a gift that is brought. It is given to the priest. The priest takes that and takes it to the altar within the temple. It is placed on the altar. Some of it is burned and consumed, but always a portion of that gift is given back to the person or the family that brought it. They take it home and share it with the people at home. So it's a communal practice, and if you understand the word, then you understand how rich that word is. Sacrifice is two words in Latin, sacrum facere. You may have heard me do this before. It means to make holy. Sacrum is holy, facere to make. So something's made holy. What's made holy? Well, you could say, well, it's the gift that's placed on the altar. That's made holy. Oh, okay, and the offering to God. Okay. So that's now a holy gift. What happens with that gift? Always, in temple practice, always a portion of that gift is taken off the altar by the priest and given back to the person who brought it. So a portion of the offering always goes back to the person offering. So the holy gift goes back and is consumed by that person and that family, and in that consuming, they share in the gift that has been given to God, that God has returned to the family, and in that sacred gift, the family is made holy. So it's a cyclical process. I don't know how many of you would watch. My wife and I, we watch Blue Bloods religiously. It's just one of those programs we both really like. I grew up with that grace that they use every meal. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. So it's a thanksgiving for the gifts that we're about to receive. It's a thanksgiving, not just for the gifts, but for our receiving and what that does for us. So it's a sacrifice. It's the sacred being given and creating that holiness within us. Think for a minute of this awful pandemic that we are all struggling through. I think it is the exact opposite of what I'm talking about. Sacrifice is a communal celebration. It creates community through God and God's graciousness. COVID isolates. COVID keeps us apart from each other. And that's, I think, one of the terrible things about COVID, and one of the hardest things that we're trying to cope with. In Jesus' blessings, we're never alone. Notice, I don't think there's ever a report anywhere in the Gospels of Jesus eating alone. I don't doubt that he did on occasion. But what's reported is that he always shared meals with others. It's a communal celebration. It's a need to gather together to celebrate the life that God has given us. and in that life, the blessings that God has bestowed upon us. So it's a real sense of needing to come together to share blessings, to share food, to share grace and graciousness, to be gracious with each other, which is just the opposite of what COVID is doing to us. It's isolating us and making us testy and less than gracious, and I understand that. I struggle not to be that. I struggle not to get pulled down into that sense of isolation. But as we celebrate Maundy Thursday, as we celebrate that Last Supper, as we celebrate Jesus' gift, the gift of his life, the gift that life asks us to continue to give, let's do that with graciousness. Let's do that with a sense of, as I have been blessed, may my life be a blessing to you. May my life be a blessing to those that I'll meet this day. And if that becomes a practice, then one of the first things I need to do as the day starts, okay, for whom today can I be a blessing? And think about that, and to do that intentionally. That's what Maundy Thursday really seems to me is all about. That's what sacrifice is all about. It's about having offered our lives to God, God handing that life back to us, sacred as it is, and saying, now share that with each other. Help each other to live more graciously, more grace-filled, more aware of the bounty and the riches, even in the midst of this terrible pandemic. Share that graciousness with one another. And in that sharing, find the grace to live more richly tomorrow than we found today. God bless.